Good morning, this is Mrs. Bennett again with our square root lesson, simplifying square roots. So I just want to check numbers 4, 5, and 6 here that you should have completed on your own. 162 is factored into 81 times 2. 81 is a perfect square, and the square root of 81 is 9. And then square root of 2 is irrational. So we're going to leave that as 9 square root of 2. 75 factors into the perfect square 25 times 3. Square root of 25 is 5. The square root of 3 is irrational, so that stays in square root form. 72 factors into perfect square 36 times 2. The square root of 36 is 6, and the square root of 2 is irrational, so that stays. You can always check these answers using your calculator. So if we type in 9 square root of 2, its decimal form is 12.7 with an irrational decimal. And then if we type in square root of 162, you can see that that decimal is the same, so that you know that you've simplified correctly. Because these two numbers are equal, this one's in simplified form. Square root of 162 is not simplified yet. Okay, now that you've checked those answers, we are going to do a quick lesson on square roots with variables. So, perfect squares with variables. And I actually find the variables to be easier to do than the numbers because I don't have to know my multiplication facts with variables. So perfect square variables are any of the even powers. So x squared, x to the 4th, x to the 6th, and so on. And that's because they can be factored using one of our exponent rules. X squared is the same as x to the 1st times x to the 1st. So they are a perfect square. Just like 4 is a perfect square because it is 2 times 2. Those are perfect squares. X to the 4th is x squared times x squared. X to the 6th, x to the 3rd times x to the 3rd. Those are all perfect squares, and it will be the same for all of the even powers. They are all perfect squares. Okay, so let's do an example that has this kind of number and some variables in it. So example 1 here, square root of 242 x squared y to the 4th z to the 6th. And we are, just like before with the numbers, we are trying to factor this into all perfect squares and then anything that's left over. Okay, so 242 is factors into perfect square 121 times 2. And notice these are all even powers here. So those are all perfect squares, so I'm just going to bring them down. And then I'm going to take the square root of each one. So the square root of 121 is 11. So I've done this one. Square root of 2 is not perfect, so that's going to stay in the root. Square root of x squared, if we look over here, that's x to the 1st. Square root of y to the 4th, if we look over here, its perfect square root is y to the 2nd. Z to the 6th, if we look over here, a 6th power perfect root is a cube power. So that takes care of all those. And then 2 is the only factor here that's not a perfect square, so that stays in the root. And that is our simplified answer here. Second example, we're going to do one that has some odd powers. So square root of 192, x to the third, y to the fifth. We're still going to factor out perfect squares. So 192 factors into the perfect square 64 times 3. That's its remaining factor. X to the third, we can factor into x squared times x to the first, because this is our exponent rule. 2 plus 1 makes 3. And here we have a perfect square and then 1 left over. Y to the fifth factors into y to the fourth, which is a perfect square, times y to the first. And again, that's the exponent rule where you add. We're just doing it backwards. Okay, so I'm going to underline all the perfect squares. Those are the ones that we can take the square root of, and the other 3 are going to remain in the root. Okay, so the square root of 64 is 8. The square root of x squared is x to the first. The square root of y to the fourth is y squared. Those are all the perfect ones. And then the remaining ones will stay in the root as square root of 3xy. And that's our simplified form. Okay, we have one more example. Oops. In this example, we actually have a factor outside of the root. So we have -3 times the square root of 18 x to the fifth y squared. So we're still going to factor into perfect squares and non-perfect squares. The -3 is already a factor because it's -3 times this. So we're just going to leave him out front. 18 factors into perfect square 9 times 2. X to the fifth factors into perfect square x to the fourth times x to the first, and that's our addition rule for exponents. Y squared is already a perfect square. And then we're going to take the square root of all the perfect ones, and let me underline the perfect ones. So we still have -3 times the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of x to the fourth is x squared. The square root of y squared is y to the first. And then my remaining factors, 2 and x to the first, are not perfect squares, so they remain in the root. And then I can multiply these two because now they are both integers, and I can multiply them and get -9 x squared y to the first square root of 2x. And that's how you simplify square roots with variables.